Alright, I've disconnected the bucket and I'm looking at the fitment of my universal plate here. The holes on it are oblonged, but not as much as the stock bucket mount is, and a little different profile. Those ends right there are cut out close to the slotted hole, and there's additional cutouts there, versus this here just has that kind of long swoopy cutout, and it's kind of a sharp corner that sticks out. Something's hitting when I try and mount this, so I need to put it on there, lift this up, look underneath and see and mark it and clearance it a little bit. And but otherwise, I mean, it looks like it's gonna work. A couple little mods should be good. I'll let you know how it goes and show you. Okay, a couple of issues with the universal mounting plate here. Up at the top, this isn't clearanced enough. It's hitting those ears, so it's not dropping down all the way in there. Drop down here, so it's not coming around the bottom here. And then, even then, this corner up here, you see it's hitting that weld. So I'm gonna have to do some more clearancing there to get this fitted over far enough to get the holes to line up to drop the pins in. So I'll mark that, clearance that, and see if I can get it to fit. Alright, here's my initial clearancing plan for measurements. So the corners, I had sketched them in from like under it, but realized I wasn't centered. So then centered wise and taking measurements, comes out to 8 1/8 coming over the edge right here, but I'm going to take a little bit more that direction because this thing has a little side to side play. So I've noted that, take out extra for side play. So 16 1/4 between the arms that I'm trying to clear, so I don't want to be dead on that. I want to be a little over, a little side play, so I marked that one also in the corner, and a little extra, so I'll take that out. And then turn this over here on the other side, the top, where the top ears of that ram, tilt ram are. Got to take out some there, and then slot wise, the stock slots are 1 3/8. They're quite a bit wider. But as far as centering, the pins are 14" on center, which puts them pretty much right here in this hole. So I don't have to go all the way over, I don't think. I think I can oblong that a little bit and still have my side to side to make it easy enough to lock in. I'll do that on both of these. The stock ones are 3/4 of an inch across like these. And the stock plate that's on the bucket is 2 inches deep before the start of this slot. And this is inch and, let's see, is that right? 1 3/8. No, that was the cross measurement. So actually it's a little bit closer in than that 2 inch. So hopefully I don't have to come out a little bit here. I mean, I can, I guess. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. So yeah, 15 1/4 outside of slots, 12 1/2 inside of slots. So that gives me my measurements here, which matched up actually measuring the oblong part of the holes on the stock bucket. So I'll clearance that out and see if we can get her to fit. I'm about to get to clearancing this universal plate. Universal, quote unquote. It's not so universal. Close enough though. It's better than building your own. I paid $90 for this. And my dog thinks maybe I paid too much. I don't know what he's saying. But I'll be able to go online and look and see if there's a better choice than this. It looks like the holes are lined up better. Some clearance is a little different now that I have one in my hands. But I'm going to use the Makita with the death wheel on there, possibly a grinding wheel, little flapper wheel, to get my clearances done, and then I'll hopefully have a finished product that fits. I'll show you shortly. Okay, after my initial marking and notching out those corners and trying to clearance the top ears of the ram go for the tilt, didn't have enough clearance up here. It was kind of wobbling side to side, catching one of the ears. So I'm going to clearance that a little bit more and give it another test and see where I'm at. And like I say, I'm still hoping that I don't have to mess with the pinholes. I may have to make those longer. So like I said, the stock ones go all the way over to that line. They're pretty long. I think next month I'm going to try and buy a plasma cutter, just to make life easier on things like this. To at least do the initial clearancing, gouging out, whatever, and then cleaning up after. So that should help with future projects. This is going to be for a land plane, hopefully. I got a couple ideas in mind. I've looked at a lot online and drawn up a couple sketches to make them suit my needs and what materials I already have, and minimize what I have to purchase, keep the price down. So that's where I'm going with this thing. Okay, so while I'm clearancing this out, I might as well go over this real quick. So I'm just using a flapper wheel, taking off quite a bit of material. You saw the line I drew there. What I do is minimize the contact patch, come in on the edge of that material, take off that edge, then go take off the under edge, and then come take off the middle. And I just keep working those basically 3 spots, outside, inside. See if I got you on film. Holding my phone doing this, so kind of awkward. So outside, inside, then middle, and then that way I'm just taking off really narrow pieces until I get that and get the contour. So I've already did this other side to widen that out where I want. So I just started with one beveled edge on here, and I'll do the inside edge and then middle, keep working around that, and then smooth it out to finalize it. And it just helps. I mean, these actually take off quite a bit of material pretty easily when you do a technique like that to minimize the contact patch. Just continuing with the little technique there, and so you can see I've hit the underside. Top side just leaves me this ridge pretty much to take down, so that helps make it easier on the grinder, on the flapper, and on yourself. It's quick and easy, works good. Give it a try. Okay, making some headway here. I still got a little more clearancing to do in that corner there before this thing will swing out far enough to hopefully catch my pins. So I'm going to go clearance that, come back and see where I'm at. Top part here, actually, get it in focus here. Actually looks like I can clearance some more. It's still hitting on those ears. And I just got through clearancing, but I'll add more and then I'll be back. I'm still working on this mount plate fitment, and they had it, you saw originally, nice little arc in here, but it was hitting the 2 ears on the tilt ram, and so I just kind of contoured them out, tapered them out a little further, but the outside of those ears is right here, and hard to measure from back in under here. I stuck a pen under there, kind of marked it with my thumb. On the other stock bucket, and this comes out about where this is. So I'm wondering, I'm just going to notch this now and try and work on that, that maybe this isn't sitting all the way down in, that maybe it could have sat down in, pivoted under, and then these corner notches may not be necessary. It may fully clear under there. I don't know. I'm going to give that a shot next, and let's keep hacking on it. I mean, worst case scenario, you can always weld some steel back in somewhere, but you know, the base plate already being done was nice. I don't have all the tools to do that, so I'll keep working at this and show you the final product. Okay, top ears are cleared now. Didn't have to cut it quite as high, but it's not hurting anything. Dropped it down a bit so it swings in. It almost clears this under here, so I think I'm gonna have to just do a little bit more clearance, little different notching there, and it should hopefully get under here far enough. And don't know about these pins lining up though. And now might have to elongate those still holes. Alright, so I'm shooting for. I'm not going straight across at this level. I'll show you pictures of how the stock one compares. It looks like it goes pretty much level with the bottom of the slot and then comes up. I moved up a little bit. I don't know that I need that much clearance. And then angling down here, basically catching where they put their little oval, focus, oval slug there. See how they welded up just the one side, and I was going to kind of catch their edge and connect my cuts on the back. And then mirror that over on this side and go test fit again. Just keep on keeping on. Finally, well, not finally, I mean, it's super close to fitting. See the pin over there. It's not, I get the lighting right, you can see it. Not quite in the hole. And then, easy here, got to get under the machine a little bit. This one's barely catching the hole on this side. Had to bevel the edge of that material a little bit to get it under there. So I could notch that out some more just for better clearance there. I probably will. There's no need to have that corner just rubbing on my paint. And I need to get those holes better. That one's barely in and that one's not quite there. So, excuse the shaky camera. It's my phone, one hand with the light in the other. So, I'm really close. I'll be back. Alright, there's the latest profile. It didn't go all the way down to the bottom edge of that, but pretty close. So that's where I'm at on there. But I have to elongate these holes. So I marked both these the same. And working on making them longer there. I'm just using a Dremel tool. These little bits. In the past, I mean, I don't have a big air compressor now. In the past, even with the big one and die grinder, I was never able to really, or never, I don't think I tried too much, but any of the cutting tips I had didn't cut very well. These things here on the Dremel tool take off so much material so fast, it's just ridiculous. I don't have much patience, so I like that. They do get hot to the point where I've had them separate. You see some there, they seem to be like heat pressed on there or something, and they separate the tip off of them. So I pretty much just alternate between a couple of them, use a little, and let it cool off, switch them out. And so that's what I'm working on now, and it should fit after this. Should be my final iteration of the mods. Fingers crossed. Ooh, finally, it is on there. Pins are squashed down underneath here. Pins are in both sides. Clearing those square parts under there. Hard to lean over here far enough to show you, but it's on there. Obviously could have changed up my clearancing a little. Aim right, you can see clearancing a little better right here at that corner. But I definitely had to elongate the holes a little bit. And definitely had to notch out the top here for the ears. But it's on there, fits on nice and smooth and easy. So now I'll be ready to build my land plane off of that. So hope this helped somebody. Appreciate you all watching. Going along with the, for the ride or along with the struggle. But yeah, it's nice to buy the plate pretty much built already. Just modify it, and like I said, I'll look for one that maybe if they give enough details online, measures out to be more exact than this one, and I'll let you know. Bye now.